Let's dive into Twisters. This movie is a direct sequel to the 1996 disaster film Twister, a classic that sparked a craze for disaster movies in the late 90s. There was a time when if there was a natural disaster, there was a blockbuster movie about it. Even Hard Rain originally called Flood rode this wave despite being more of a heist movie. Now, after all these years, we finally have a sequel that brings back the 90s vibe in all the right ways, including the plural title Twisters reminiscent of other classic sequels from that era. The new movie doesn't stray far from its roots. If you're looking for a plot that demands too much brain power, you're in the wrong place. This is a fun disaster movie with twisters, and if we're lucky, maybe a few flying cows. Sadly, no cows flew by the screen in this one, which was a bit of a letdown. But the cast in Twisters did a solid job. Daisy Edgar-Jones leads the film, bringing a natural gift for predicting weather patterns, just like in the original. Her character can tell where the twisters will appear, which is crucial because, like the first movie, this one features numerous twisters in close proximity and quick succession. It's almost like the storms are out for revenge, targeting people with relentless tornadoes. Special mention goes to Anthony, who delivered a memorable performance. There was a recent movie I reviewed where I mistakenly referred to him by his character's name because I couldn't remember his real name. How embarrassing. In Twisters, his character has good chemistry with our lead until Powell's character comes in and steals the spotlight. Powell's character embodies the modern twist of the movie, replacing competitive storm chasers and meteorologists with private companies and the douchiest of YouTubers. He brings a lot of energy, always hyping up the team and giving directions in a way that's both annoying and entertaining. Despite his initial one-dimensional portrayal, his character has surprising depth, making him more than just a stereotype. If a sequel to Twister had come out in 1998, Powell's character would have likely been played by someone like Matthew McConaughey. This movie is a sequel that feels like a throwback to the original Twister. It's been described as a standalone sequel, meaning you don't need to have seen the first movie to enjoy this one. There are a few references and nods to the original, but newcomers can jump right in. Some scenes are almost direct callbacks, like the iconic drive-in theater scene where the Twister's silhouette is revealed by lightning. It's a familiar setup, but with new twists and settings. In the end, I didn't mind the similarities. Twisters isn't dealing with a lore-heavy IP, it's the sequel to Twister, and it delivers what fans of the original want. The Twister action is thrilling, with the storm closing in, no safe ground in sight, and characters having to think fast to survive. People getting caught up in the chaos adds to the excitement. This movie, like the original Twister, and other successful disaster films, feels like a monster movie where survival is key. It's not just about getting close to the twisters for the sake of data, it's about getting close enough to scan without being eaten by the storm. That vibe clicked with me. Technologically, the movie is a throwback shot on 35mm film. This choice gives it a nostalgic feel, reminiscent of the original. Directors have mentioned that CGI blends better with film than digital, and this movie proves that point. The special effects look great, similar to how classic films still hold up. Using 35mm film adds a layer of authenticity and nostalgia, much like how vinyl records have a unique charm compared to digital music. In conclusion, Twisters is a fun, unpretentious disaster movie that stays true to the spirit of the original without taking itself too seriously. Powell and Sydney Sweeney deliver standout performances, adding to the film's appeal. Have you seen Twisters? What did you think, or which 90s disaster movie would you like to see a sequel to? Some may not lend themselves to sequels, but it's fun to imagine. Whatever your thoughts, comment below and let me know. As always, if you enjoyed this video and want to see more, click here for more content.